Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Brood War on the Mysterious JG. Last time we escaped from Ire over my protests. Adjudicator Alderas kind of gave in pretty quickly. It's like, you know, okay, fine, stop yelling at me, Zeratul. But we fled from Ire without really fighting, although there are Protoss we left behind who are fighting. So I really do kind of feel like we're the cowards at this point. But, yeah, you know, it's the way of the Dark Templars. They hide in the shadows. They don't stick their necks out for nobody. Nobody's gonna put Zeratul on the corner. No, that's the way of the Dark Templar. They pick their fights. They emerge from the shadows and do battle when it suits them, and then they'll duck back into the shadows when the odds are against them. It's, you know, you gotta respect that. It's smart. Doesn't seem very balls out though, and to me, it's the overriding irritation of all of this is that apparently the Protoss mount a force, destroy the Overmind, then retreat. I mean, the whole point of build up of the last mission of the game is you destroy the Overmind and the Zerg are defeated. Now we've decided, well, we don't have much of a story if that's the case. So I guess we had to destroy the Overmind because otherwise the Zerg would be organized and would kill everyone, but instead the idea is that the idea is basically we destroyed the Overmind, but we broke our backs in doing so, and we now have to just retreat, and we should be able to rebuild and recover, and retake. I mean, we should be able to retake Ire eventually. That's, I guess, the story now for the Protoss is we defeated the Overmind, but now it's going to be a long, grueling process to retake Ire. Okay. That being the case, the real interesting part of the story now is that we've come to the Dark Templars' homeworld. So what's that going to be like? Well, we'll find out in the Dunes of Shakuras. Dunes of Shakuras, Protoss base camp on the planet Shakuras.
Entaro Tassadar, Executor.
Hey, man.
The survivors from Ire have made it safely through the gate. Yet, amidst the chaos of our retreat, we lost contact with Phoenix and Raynor.
I fear I have no mouth.
Been overrun by the Zerg.
Fear not, Artanis.
You little punk.
Phoenix is as stalwart a warrior as I have ever known. And the Terran Raynor has proven himself to be highly resourceful in the past.
Even if he is kind of a douche.
I for one believe that they made it here safely.
Okay.
But while
Blind
we
faith.
wait for word from them, we must reconnoiter the surrounding area and find a suitable location for a more permanent settlement. Once we're situated, we can begin to search for the Dark Templar.
We'll need detectors. Like me, my people are invisible. How is it you're maintaining eye contact anyway? Okay, we have to establish a base and find the Dark Templar. Combining different types of units during an attack makes your attack more effective. The strength of one unit will complement the weakness of another. That's good tactics in most of these RTS games, although some RTS games, generally considered the poorer RTS games, are ones where there's one unit that is just the best, and massing it will win everything ever. A criticism that has been levied towards this game with Mutalisks. And as you will see, every species has been given a powerful anti-Mutalisk unit in this game. So, okay. Whoa, what the? Zerg? What?
Executor, there are Zerg on Shakuras.
Yeah, what the hell?
They must have taken control of the warp gate on Ire.
Whoa, shit. Is there anything over here? Should I really be using probes to probe in distraction? No, there's nothing over here.
Thus I serve. I long for combat.
No, I think we found where we're going to lay down our base anyway. Hadun or Adun?
Thus I serve.
Rory. Whoa. What the hell? I'm Joey Lawrence. Whoa. That's fine. It's obsessing with exactly where I'm going to place that thing.
I long for combat. Go, Kola.
We're gonna need pylons. I could have waited on building those till the Nexus came in so I could use those minerals to build more probes immediately, but I'm not sure exactly what our pop limit is going to be. These guys are worth 2 each, aren't they? Or are they only 1? Assume they're 1, so that's 4, 8, 9. Nah, I probably didn't need to build both of those pylons right now. No, wait, 8, 12. Okay, so I was probably needed to build 1 pylon, didn't necessarily need to build 2. I mean, obviously I was going to need to build more pylons. I must construct additional pylons. It's just a question of whether I should have waited till after the Nexus warped in and I was could have immediately queued up units. Can you guys have minerals in hand or mouth or whatever? Yeah, you can. So they'll be ready to go with minerals when the pylon appears. I'll be able to get my first batch of approximately 28 minerals as soon as the pylon... No, they're not actually mining. They're lining up. I thought they would actually get minerals, be holding minerals, and just not have any place to deliver them to, but no. Whoa! Ah, I see. I got Dark Templar helpers. Except this Dark Templar's not helping. Got a Dark Templar who's apparently out of range to help. Son of a bitch, they killed all my probes. So that was a plot thing. He's supposed to be talking. Game just crashed.
Zeratul, glad I am to see that you've returned home after these many decades. But the strange guests that have fallen to be seen will temper life.
Wait till I'm done talking, Zeratul.
This area, I shall tell you everything I know about them in council.
I'm sure the matriarch will be eager to hear your tale as well.
Executor, we have received a transmission from Raynor and Phoenix. They are still alive and are fighting to retake the warp gate on Ire. We must secure the gate on this side without delay.
Okay, so I had a high disk usage thingy happened. And it wrecked everything forever. I also had a Dark Templar who was just standing here watching and wasn't helping like his brethren were. And the big deal is... that the dialogue got screwed up because something happened and it decided to play both the initial speech by a Dark Templar and Zeratul's response all at the same time. So that goofed things up.
I'm waiting.
I thought I had 4 though. Oh, one was over here. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Queen's Rona, me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Yes. Zeratul, I'm waiting. Yes. Your taunts are ill-advised, Templar. Do not provoke me to violence. You could no more evade my wrath than you could your own shadow. Zeratul.
I could evade my own shadow by just getting into a room where there's lights shining on me from all directions. So yeah, I could. It would be a pain in the ass, but I could do it. That's what I'm saying. Your wrath can't touch me if I get into a room with a shadow coming from several directions, bitch. Yeah, I really stuck into that Dark Templar. So, Dark Templar. What are Dark Templar? Dark Templar are, because of the fact that we had... oh no, we had them in the last game. So it wouldn't be fair to say that they are weakened versions of Zeratul. Zeratul continues to be a pumped-up version of them, since they were in the last game. But Dark Templar are permanently cloaked melee units. They're expensive. They do better damage. They've got less actual life than a Zealot. and less shielding. They're actually more fragile than ordinary zealots. They do more damage. But if you're going into a situation where they are going to be detected, they are just an expensive zealot. And an overpriced zealot. So the key to using them successfully is to take advantage of their cloak. And the problem with that is
You have not enough minerals.
I don't have not enough minerals to take advantage of their cloak. This is one of those missions where I don't think we have our full tech tree at our disposal, so there's not a whole lot of point. I don't think we can even build up all of the upgrades, despite the fact that you really couldn't be playing this unless you'd already beaten the regular Starcraft campaign. Well, I guess you could. You can just load up this campaign and ignore Starcraft 1's campaign, but no, even though you'd think anybody who's playing this has already beaten the game, for some reason they make you fight through a bunch of missions before you're allowed to have level 3 upgrades again. Anyway, I'm not great with using cloaked units because the problem for me is, like, you know, you're fighting the Zerg in Starcraft 2, they have to upgrade overlords into something else. I forget what they're called. Overseers, I think, which are detectors. But overlords themselves are not detectors. But in Starcraft 1, overlords are detectors. And the Zerg will always have overlords because that sets their population. They can't function without overlords. And I've argued with people in the past about, oh, you should have all of your overlords on patrol. Overlords that aren't patrolling somewhere are wasted. And, you know, like whether or not I feel like I need to bother with having all my overlords patrol. The fact of the matter is the Zerg base is going to be crawling with mobile detectors, which makes it really hard. It's really hard to use nukes against the Zerg effectively, and it's really hard to use Dark Templar against the Zerg effectively. And the Terrans, well, what is a Dark Templar going to do when he runs up against a missile turret? I mean, forget science vessels and the mobile detectors, and they're expensive, so you might be in a situation where they don't have lots of science vessels to spare. But I don't know what the Dark Templar does against missile turrets other than focus on killing them first. Now in StarCraft 2, I was once the victim of a Dark Templar rush, where I had built my Zerg base, and I was like brand new to the game, didn't know that overlords weren't detectors, suddenly found that I had a bunch of invisible melee guys killing my workers. It sucked. Because I hadn't bothered to build spore colonies because I considered them an air defense essential, and I didn't think anybody would attack me with air that early. So that was a lesson learned there. But in this game, I've never really found... They're fun. I like them. I think the quotes are cool. The concept is cool. I mean, they're obviously supposed to be like badass,
I'm waiting.
kind of like some kind of space ninjas with their, you know, like stealth kill stuff. But no, I personally have never actually been able to use them effectively. I mean, they're cool. I don't know how to use them. I'll go with like cheap masked zealots instead. I think there's another resource patch in this one, but what is our actual objective here? Just to find and kill the Zerg. Yeah, there's a Zerg base, so we gotta find and kill it.
Yes. Very well.
I was just about to start building. Why are you guys rushing that? And why are they able to see my Dark Templar? Oh, because of him.
You must construct additional pylons.
I got you. enough down there for right now anyway. Hopefully this is far enough over to stop guys from just wandering over like that. We shouldn't get attacked from over here often, but we can get attacked from over here, so they can airdrop over this way. Okay, so now we're into a completely normal Protoss. Build a base, make it defensible, build an army, go attack mission. And the only thing that's different is that we're on a new tile type. That's the only. That would be like exciting for long-time Starcraft players playing this mission for the first time. Now we'll see. We don't have access to all the air stuff, but we've actually got access to almost all the ground stuff. And we can build observers. Okay, so we're actually starting off with a lot of our stuff. So they don't want us, like, doing massed carriers on this first mission, but they'll let us do almost anything else we want. Oh, we do get to build level 2 upgrades. I don't think we get to build level 3.
So be it.
Union.
Very well.
Number 1, USA Haktui. Not that the Iron Sheik used to say Soviet Union number 1, but oh. Can't build that without a gateway. Alright, well, I'll get to that in a minute then. Now these Kakaru, I keep thinking are going to either start attacking or offloading troops. I always tend to think that they are some kind of Zerg unit.
I'm waiting.
I had to space these out right to have more cannons going in there. They seem to be focusing over here. I should have built these farther down here. Now I don't have room for all my bait. Ah, stupid JG. Put my defenses in too nice and tight. This is good for refugees, but I need room for other stuff. I will probably, if I'm going to go ground, I'll need dragoons eventually, but... And I can build Dark Templar. And you know what? I probably should build Dark Templar here. I'm thinking, they cost a lot of gas, but... This is the first mission where you can use them, so they're probably fairly heavily favored. Can't build a citadel of Aiden yet, though. Well, I want to get observers going, regardless. I can probably live without Reavers. No, don't go back. Don't get yourself caught over there. Can you get through? No? Alright. Try again, and this... No, not citadel. This time... Yes, stay on this side. Unless I go with all Dark Templars, I'm going to need Zealots, and I probably want to build a faster Zealot movement thing. Leg enhancements. Because they are like wearing cyber suits or whatever, not just walking around. real problem with Dark Templar is they can't shoot down, or they can't attack air, which means they can't do anything about Overlords. So the Overlords will start to sort of sit on top of them and track them. So I'll need some Dragoons. If I'm going to do an ground-based assault, I'm going to need Dragoons. Oh, I was going to build a Citadel of 8 unit, I never did. Or Templar Archives, that's what I meant. Better not need to go this way, because I'm closing myself in. And Observatory. Can't build there. Oh, I suppose I could build the rest of the tech buildings. This nice big cluster over here. Can you get out? Yes, you can. Good. All that leaves is a Stargate. I'll have a Stargate over here just in case I decide I need to build probes. They've got stuff that I just can't find any other way to clear out. Oh, whipping through the gas like nobody's business. And here's the problem. These guys cost 125 minerals, 100 gas. So they are the most expensive Protoss ground unit. Alright, I got an observer ready to go. I really don't remember this map at all, so I think they're kind of in. I know they're in the south somewhere. I think there's two bases, southwest and southeast, but it's been a little while.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. We are under attack. Zeratul. I'm waiting. Nerasculio.
So I'll have to see exactly upgrade complete. What was that?
Yes.
Oh no, we do have all 3 levels, so I can get the shielding up maxed out, which will be expensive, and I probably should have done something else first. But I like to have shielding maxed because of the towers. Is there going to be Zerg on the other side of this wall? Yes, there are. Or not on the other side of the wall. But...
Upgrade complete.
Oh, there's a warp gate. I'm not sure. That's probably a plot thing.
You require more Vespine gas.
If you had waited like 1 second, you would have been fine. Well, I seem to have a lot of anti-ground. I don't see spore colonies. That means that it's going to be up to... no, there's a spore colony. Well, I figured they wouldn't be completely devoid of spore colonies. But yes, it looks like over here, Dark Templar would be the way to go. No, they're already queuing up and getting in each other's way. There's no upgrades for the Dark Templar, though, other than just regular old upgrades for units. I mean, for ground units, they can get better shields, better melee. They don't get, like, faster movement or faster attack or increased whatever. Well, here's a new base to take over. there's no overlords down here. This appears to have been custom built for us to come down and kill using Dark Templar. So let's not disappoint the game. We've only got 4, which means it would be a good idea to sit. Oh, we're under attack.
I'm waiting. So
just anticipating, trying a little tenderness.
Very well. For ire. Very well. Nema.
The biggest danger is going to be when overlords show up.
So be it. For ire. Very well. So be it.
But purple may not have overlords. Purple may not even be a real force with a base. They might just be. Here's where we're going to have to rush and kill this spore colony before it kills us. Before we get killed, I should say. The spore colony won't kill us, but it'll allow other stuff to see us.
Very well.
Yeah, so that was custom made for these guys to kill. So don't get overexcited about the capabilities of these units. That base was laid out to be killed by this unit type.
Nema. So be it.
And the Vespene Geyser is depleted, which kind of sucks for us because we're going to need a lot of Vespene if we want to keep using Dark Templar to do stuff. So I think the real base is over here, where they've actually got workers and stuff. And they've got loads of overlords, so now I mean
I long for combat.
a big rush of probes could go in there and start shooting down a bunch of their overlords, but that would, I guess, hurt them somewhat.
Very well.
But they would just make more. They'd have to. They wouldn't have a choice.
For ire. Zadashkorina. Upgrade complete. So be it.
What upgrade was completed?
There is no sign of Phoenix or Raynor. They must still be on Ire.
Nera Sculio. Nema. So be it. For ire. Very well.
The Overlord is leaving for some reason. And it's back.
Yes.
So this is just plot. It doesn't actually help us to take over this area, but got to see some guys heading for our base. But they're flyers. They're nothing we could help with. So
Be it.
flyers are massing. I guess you guys need to be prepared, but prepared to wander back and forth, trapped between zealots.
Nera Sculio.
Look for any more little surprises. Don't see any. Okay, get your happy butt down here to build some stuff. I'm kind of surprised I just let those guys go unhindered. Yeah, they just let my probe go. They're like, we got better things to do than kill a probe. We got better things to do than prevent them from building a new base and gathering lots of resources to destroy us. We got to worry about real problems. So, sadly, we got to wait for this creep to clear up before we can build, so that'll be annoying. Guess I could get some sediment for getting defenses for this base going. Okay, throw them some photon cannons around here, just to make it so they can't wander in completely unchallenged, especially their flyers. I want to spend every penny I've got, but don't want to skimp too much either. Because yeah, they are building Mulisks, and Mulisks are going to be a pain in the butt. Since I'm trying to avoid going air is expensive, and I can't build the full tech tree of flying guys in this mission. So I'd like to keep it mostly on the ground, which means that to defend my bases I'll need plenty of cannons to stop their Mulisks. And yeah, by the time all that's done, new base is ready, or at least the creep is cleared out. And
yes.
we got enough gas trickling in for me to start in on a new force of Dark Templar. I'd like to do this with Dark Templar. I'd like to do this for Ire. Well, it looks like I got another force coming to attack me. Zergling. These guys can see each other, kind of like, hey, buddy.
Yes, awaiting instructions. What battle calls? Thus I serve. Honor guide me.
Well, why am I trying to... I don't want them to attack early. These cannons aren't here yet.
We are under attack. For Ire. I long for combat.
That actually went fairly well, though.
She honors you. Very well.
Okay, so is Nexus ready yet? Still not ready. Getting closer though. Oh, you know what? That should have that geyser ready before the Nexus even came in. I wasn't thinking. Hopefully you can guys can get down there unmolested. We have ultimate cannons. Since you can't upgrade their attack, getting level 3 shields is enough for me to consider them ultimate cannons.
Receiving.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with the rest of the map. We found a Zerg base here, but I don't know how long it goes. If this is just one huge Zerg base, then We need to get moving on its destruction. And it's starting to look like this is one huge Zerg base. School colony. Oh, but I've got more stuff up here. A couple more minerals. That's not too bad. Looks like this place here is another place that was like custom built to be overrun by Dark Templar. At least until you get that far in. Alright, so we've got the lay of the land. This entire corner down here is Zergtopia. Since I can upgrade everything to the top, I might as well build one more forge.
Upgrade complete.
This is going to give us 12. So we'll have 12 perfectly happy, healthy Dark Templar on our side here in a moment. Powerless against air, so just sending out 12 of them and expecting great results is probably foolish, but have Dragoons following nearby, or maybe I'll just accept the fact that they'll take losses once the Melisks find them.
Hey, buddy.
Era Sculio. Yes.
Yeah, I'm only going to be able to research like one thing here. That was kind of a waste. Very poorly timed building of that second forge, but it'll get some of this stuff happening a little faster. Hey, buddy. Now, gas is going to be the limiting factor here, so I think I'm eventually going to want to have like a rush of zealots also, which means that it wouldn't be a bad idea to research the zealot upgrade. So you can see the gas is trickling in a lot slower than the minerals, and I've got one more set of minerals that I could go exploit if I feel like it. But yeah, unless I take over their base piecemeal and start taking their resources, I'm hitting the limit here.
Era Sculio. Yes.
Get 2 more gateways up here, and eventually I'll start pumping out 4 zealots at a time. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard, as JG has already said a couple of times. So the Zerg, if they are supposed to have come through the warp gate with us, they wasted no time. I don't want them to start killing my, or wounding my Dark Templar. Alright, so time to replace my ultimate cannon. Yeah, I don't want to... They had an observer, which means that if I threw my Dark Templars in there, they'd get all chewed up before I could use them to attack. I don't want that. This would be kind of a... Whoa, it was like moonwalking probe there. It'll make... These guys will have a difficult path to get to this last little bit of mineral, but... Oh, I thought... Have I got slow down here? I got slow down. Ah, shoot. I haven't had this problem in a little while. Oh, boy. Game is slowing down. Alright, I had some major game slowdown issue there. I'm not sure if the recorder or the recording is going to blow up, but I saved the game. Usually with these things, the worst case scenario is everything up to the point of the crash is fine, so I can just paste it together. Hopefully I won't have to do that. Sound sync might be a little off. We'll deal.
Yes. Nearby.
I got enough to get going with some more Dark Templar fun. Although if I wait a little bit longer, I'll have enough gas going for like even more Dark Templar fun.
Upgrade complete.
Alright. Even more guys working this, see if it'll speed up things any. Because once I get to just busting out zealots, then I won't need to worry too much about how long it's taking. What? I mean, how long the gas takes to trickle in once I've got zealots. Once I'm down to just building zealots, I mean. Speak English, JG.
I am needed.
And I still got this wholly optional to take over this base here. Now, as far as attack routes, how do you get into this base? Well, if I don't feel like doing airdrops, I just have to come up here. Okay, well they finally noticed that I'm here, but they can't seem to do anything about it. Oh, I'm supposed to have keyed you guys to send your troops down there. So it's kind of fun and it looks cool, but I probably will not be doing mass rushes of Dark Templar again. They're just kind of expensive for what they do.
Adun Toridas. Adun Toridas. Adun Toridas.
Adun Toridas. Tostitos.
Upgrade complete.
Hey, but we'll soon have fully upgraded Dark Templar. I'm talking about how they're too expensive and stuff. This is key, though.
I long for
Okay, they got more hit points and more shields. Regular Zealots have a little bit more hit points, a little bit more shields. Although their armor is 1+3, and the Zealot's armor is
I long for combat.
1+3, so never mind, they do have the same 0+3 shields. 0+2. So Zealots, they die a little bit easier than regular Zealots, but the Zealots do 16+2 per upgrade. These guys do 40+3 per upgrade, so they do a lot more damage. But it's melee only. In other words, it's tempting to think of them as being like these ultimate units. They're not. The other interesting thing, we'll see later, we don't have Dark Archons, which is where you merge to the regular Templar together. High Templar, you get Archon. Dark Archons. The thing is that the High Templar is solely a spellcaster unit. It has no regular attack, and they merge into Archons, which are really souped up melee, or not melee, just really souped up physical attackers. The Dark Templar are solely attackers. They don't have any kind of spells, but then they morph into something which is just a spellcaster. It's kind of weird. AKA Collision. So yeah, our invasion, if we want it to be solely by ground, has to be this way. Hey, look, we got a bunch of flyers coming. So that's fun. I think the shields help a lot against Mutalisks. We killed that was quite an expensive little Mutalisk raid that we killed. Now we've got like it's this huge army of invisible guys. It's perfectly straight line. Okay, I can't save anymore just in case I need to replay this whole mission from a previous point, but let's oh crap, they've sent observers already. We knew it was coming, of course, but kill your base. Kill your base.
Very well.
So the fact they're invisible really not helping them much because of observers, but but they can kill spore colonies fairly quickly. I like to let them kill detectors, just in case eventually they get to the point where they can take advantage of their stealthiness.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Here's basically where I shut them down, though. And this is what I should be doing, really. Rush in here and kill the structure that produces the units. Okay. Their base is crippled now.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Receiving.
So we took some pretty heavy losses, but now we got somebody who can fight against these guys. So the fact that they had stealth really didn't do that much, but they were, they're basically this really expensive...
Executor, my crew and I will remain here on Ire and shut the gate down on this side.
You weren't invited.
It's the only way to make sure that the Zerg won't send more reinforcements to Shakuras.
We never told you could come here.
You will be hopelessly outnumbered. And once the gate is shut down, there will be no one to save you should you be overrun.
Yeah, well, I'm a man of action. What can I say?
I'm a generic douchebag hero.
My duty is to Ire after all.
Farewell then, brave warriors. We will send through all the troops we can spare.
Thanks. You kids just remember to play nice from now on, okay? Wish us luck.
Thanks. Stop being such a self-righteous douchebag. We have thousands of years of history telling us not to trust each other. Some Terran asshole can't show up and be all holier than thou. Oh, Lord knows the Terrans have never had race. Oh, fine, forget it. Okay, you're in the middle of nobly staying behind on Ire. I guess now is not the time to point out what a douchebag you are, Rainer. That's me being Artanis, by the way. Yeah, 49-25. I'm quite pleased with that, assuming that fact that the game crashed briefly doesn't screw up the recording itself. We lost 21 units. That's what happens when you send in a bunch of Dark Templar without cover, but I kind of knew from experience that that would be fine, that we'd be able to get past that. The real thing with Dark Templar is, and this is kind of cool actually, you can just use them as regular melee, but they're best for like assassination. They die easily, but they can do a lot of damage. So like what I did near the very end there, we'd already overrun the base. But I kind of picked up on what the real purpose of those things is, which is run past as many defenses as you can, hopefully avoiding, if at least part of your journey you will be cloaked and they won't be able to see you, kind of like we did in that Conclave mission. Go in there and hit their unit producing structure. Now, a really big and organized base is going to have too many of those for you to do this, but if they've got like 1 or 2 layers, go in there and kill them. And if you kill the workers too, they won't be able to rebuild the layers. All you'll have left to deal with is their standing army. So, like, strategies against the AI and against other humans, there's really good strategies that involve using the Dark Templar for, like, surgical strikes to really do damage. But I'm just not that skilled. I prefer usually just mass and destroy. So I lost 4 structures, all photon cannons. They lost 26. And I obviously spent a lot more of my resources than they did. Now these other 2, yeah, that purple brood, like I was saying, I saw them, I was like, I don't even think that's a real force. And they're not. They were, they had a couple of pre-placed sunken colonies and guys, but they weren't an actual force that could build its own base. Alright, excellent. assuming that the recording didn't blow up, we are now at the main Protoss settlement of New Antioch, from which all sorts of exciting things will happen, I'm sure. Plot-wise, the big deal is we are expected to believe that those Zerg came through the gate with us. But if the Zerg came through the gate with us, how is it that we came through the gate, we had 4 probes and 4 zealots? They had a large established base. I mean, yeah, I get that the Zerg could theoretically build fast, but no, they had a huge base. And we were, apparently this was supposed to represent the first guys who came through that warp gate. So the idea that the Zerg came through with us, if it was like 2 Zergling we found, fine. The idea that they had a huge established base, no, this doesn't make sense to me. I honestly don't remember if the game explains this or not. I have a feeling that no, the actual truth is they were supposed to come through the gate with us. They just got ridiculously powerful, ridiculously fast. At any rate, folks, we'll certainly find out more about stuff in the next video. This has been the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.